Good morning, people. What a absolutely beautiful morning it is here in Christchurch today. Not a breath of wind, lovely temperature, i.e. not too hot, and, well, I'm off out to the workshop. I might have to shoot away and do some work, but I'm back out in the workshop. I'm making this video on, in a very messy workshop at the moment, but I've been doing some work and I'm having to get some more work done before I can start tidying this up. So anyway, some time ago, a few years ago, I purchased one of these things. It's a drill doctor. In fact, that's the model there, or that's the item there. And I knew that it was an American tool and it would need to have a transformer for it so that I can use it here in New Zealand. We've got 230 volt, 240 volt, whatever it is, and American have 110. I knew I'd have to get one of these things eventually, which is a step down or step up transformer. But I held off because at the time, finances weren't what I would like them to have been, and I was on a little bit of an economy run, so I held off purchasing it. The one that I'd looked at was just a tiny little one, and anyway, I wasn't too certain on the size of it, the wattage that was required, so I held off, and it got put back on the back burner. Recently, I purchased another American product, thinking that I'd need also to have a transformer. I ordered one of these. It was priced about the same as what it was years ago, but it's way bigger. It's 4 times the size of it, and it's a step up, step down version or model. So I purchased that. Very, very happy. Company is what they call Buy Kiwi or something, and it was delivered really quickly, so I was quite impressed with that. Anyway, you didn't need to know that. The item the new item I just purchased was one of the Grabo suction cup, the battery operated suction cup handle thingies. Brilliant, by the way. Very impressed. Got it from America. It came very quickly in the mail, and as an aside, it was priced at least half the price of the other option I was looking at, which was the DeWalt version of it. Now, I don't use DeWalt at all, so I didn't want to start into the DeWalt battery platform. And considering the price difference, I thought, how can the original Grabo, with free delivery from America, which was unheard of. We never get free delivery, or never used to. I do see some now doing that. But at half the price of the DeWalt, the locally available DeWalt, I thought, why not purchase the original? So I did. When it came, it had the charger for it, and it had the plugs suitable for New Zealand and Australia, because we share the same sort of voltage, hertz, and pin arrangements. So, yay. I thought, is that right, though? And I looked on it, and sure enough, these are 110 to 240 volt transformer chargers. I go, I didn't have to buy this at all. But what it has done has allowed me now to entertain using this drill doctor. Now, I had a project, or have currently a project, where I'm making an MFT top. This is what this will one time be, or at some time be, once it's all tidied off. It'll be the MFT style of top. Anyway, I needed to drill out some 20mm stainless dowel It comes with an 8mm thread in it, and I needed to drill it out to 8mm to allow registration pins. These are exactly 8mm to fit. To fit in there neatly. They can't really have any wobble because they are going to be used as registration pins. And registration pins and assemblies need to be accurate. Anyway, cutting to the chase, I had to drill this stainless steel. Now, I always knew that stainless steel can be a bit troublesome. But ignoring that, I found a drill bit that was, and this one right here, that was just under the 8mm by a couple of hundredths of a millimetre, which was exactly what I was wanting, knowing that when I drill the hole, because of the inaccuracies of the drill bit and the drill itself, I'm probably going to wind up with an oversized hole from what I want. Turns out, luckily, that particular drill, 8mm, just being under 8mm, drilled the hole perfectly. I was very impressed. So, and drilled it with no problems. So, I went and drilled some more. Well, and ain't no way that was going to be drilled. Same drill bit, same studs basically, these dowels, but wasn't having a bar of it. Just wouldn't drill at all. So I got a bit of a croaky voice, as one does sometimes. So anyway, I carried on trying to drill with that, going back over to my grinder, tickling up the drill bit in the hope that my not very good experience with sharpening permitted me to drill the hole. Well, 10 attempts at sharpening the drill didn't succeed. 11th one did, and it just drilled straight through. The problem being, I think, and I should have known, and I've watched a video and it just reinforced what I should have known. What I was doing was more than likely overheating the drill bit. Yes, I was. In fact, I was killing it. Just buggering it up completely. And I might have heated the stainless steel dowel up and it work hardened the surface. Apparently, work hardening any metal, and in particular stainless, which you're having problems with anyway, if you work harden that, or case harden it, drilling it becomes a little bit more difficult. So where I was having a problem, now I've got a worse problem. Long story short, on the 11th attempt, I drilled out the dowel. And, there we go, I've got it sharp again. Drilled out another one of these, same thing, wouldn't drill. I thought, And you could actually feel that the end of the drill wasn't as nice as it once was. It had some... it just wasn't as nice. And I've got the feeling that I may have distorted the drill bit. The only way that can happen is way too much heat. Okay, so I've got the studs that I want drilled out, or these dowels drilled out. But one thing I did notice, even you can see that this one fits in quite nicely. It sounds a bit gritty. It's just the surface, but it does really fit quite nicely. There is no slop. There's just none. So I'm very lucky in that case. The other ones, there's one of them that will only go down halfway into the bore when it starts, and I'm going to say binding. Now, I've run the drill back in and out and done all sorts of things. I've even created a little sanding tube or rod just out of some wound up fine sandpaper to polish the inside of it to get rid of any grittiness. Yet the pin unlike this one, it won't drop down and through. I've even got a hand reamer. I've got some reaming bits, and I've put them into it. No success. So all I can think of, and maybe this is not a very good reamer, and it's not 100% the right dimension down at the bottom. It's not a tapered reamer, it's just a parallel reamer. Anyway, I'm wondering whether using the drill, I actually I distorted the hole. So it's not that the hole's the wrong size, it's that the bore of the hole is bent. Don't know how that's possible, don't know whether that's true, but anyway, long story short, I suppose, it goes down halfway and then wedges itself in, and is perfectly fine for what I want, but it made me question some of that. So anyway, I'm at a stage now where I want to use my drill doctor, which I purchased many years ago. Having just bought a transformer for it to work, after all, New Zealand has a 240 volt 50 hertz system. America, I think, 110 60 hertz. We needed this transformer, a step up, step down transformer. So just recently I purchased it. I did so because I'd purchased a second tool that comes from America, which with that voltage. And when it arrived, it was the Grabo suction, battery operated suction handle thingy. It comes with its own chargers, of course, that can cope with the 110 240 volts. Bit different in size, aren't they? So wouldn't it be not... Okay, it's just a charger. This, however, is a 2000 watt transformer that can be used for this sort of tool. I've got one with a little bit more capability in anticipation of, let's ensure ourselves that we don't go and load the things up, either the transformer or the tool. Now, my hope is that, and this has never been used because it never had a transformer, my hope is that the, how would you say, their claims, and a lot of people do like them, but their claims will result in me getting better sharpened bits. This does I think does the split point. It can split the tip, yes it can. It can split the tip, so it can sharpen and split the tip, which is apparently better for drilling metal. Those that know. Those that, like me, have never had a split point drill before, I'd have no clue. However, the reviews of this can be mixed. All the ones I saw initially were, quite stellar. They said how good it was. But engineers that have reviewed it give it a mixed review. Good for people like me, probably, so that's why I've got, but doesn't really do the job that a more capable system can. And I've seen them, and they do look a lot better, I must say. So I'm a little bit, bit concerned that this is not going to do what I hope it will do. Again, long story short on this one, it probably won't help me with my stainless, because stainless being what stainless is, However, my contention is, if I start with a sharp bit, I've got more chance of being successful, and I think I can get better performance out of that than I can give a drill bit on a bench grinder, because I'm not very good at sharpening bits, I can tell you that. So I've got a little bit of hope for the drill doctor. I think, as I said, when I was first looking at them, there were very good reports on the quality of it. So hopefully this particular model, being the 750X, is what I can recall the videos, talking about, what it can give. Anyway, I suppose I'll have to hook everything up and see whether the flaming thing does, or I can make it sharpen the drill bits as I hope it can, because I've got a load of drill bits. Honestly, there's and can't, it's not cheap, not to get it here in New Zealand. That wasn't cheap, I do recall. But I have got a whole pile of drill bits in there and there's other drawers that need sharpening, badly need sharpening. And there's probably more than $750. So I've say that, well, I can't remember what this cost, $200 or $300, but there's probably about $600-700 worth of drills. So if I can sharpen them up, I'm on a winner, aren't I? Drill bits have come down in price, but I don't know whether they've gone up in quality, if you know what I mean. In other words, they've probably come down in price for a reason. So I've got old drill bits that hopefully I can resurrect. Will that do it? I'll tell you what, at the price for one of these other U-Butte ones, I've got, split collet type, how would you say? Yeah, collets that, suited for each size drill, which is surprising. That's like in New Zealand dollars, $750 plus probably $60 postage or some such to get here. So it's not cheap. Would I be better off just going and getting a whole set of new bits? Well, I've got a whole lot down there already. I mean, a lot. And it's self-defeating if you're only using it once or twice and it dulls for whatever reason. Operator error. Wouldn't it be better to be able to sharpen it? So, fingers crossed, it'll probably do everything I want in my workshop, because I'm not really going to be drilling stainless steel, am I? Steel, yes. But stainless, no. So, fingers crossed, does the job that I need it for. Not as good as some engineers would want, perhaps, but we'll see, won't we? Right, I'm going to give it a go. And on that, good or bad, I'll make another video. It probably won't be as long as this. Anyway, there you go. In that case, I better get going. I just found something that I was looking for the other day. It's right by my feet all the time. Go figure. Anyway, didn't need to know that either. Right, I'm off. This time, truly. I'll see you in the next video. Bye now.